Hey guys, welcome to this week's test server session. Lots of things going on this time. As you can see right here in my hangar on the left hand side, the third of the Pantheon Pack, a new bot called Nemesis, has entered the stage. In my opinion, this should be the heavy one. I know there is only medium bots since over a year now. But in my opinion this should be the heavy one, and Ares and Hades have changed not only in their appearance, as you can see from Hades, also in their, the Hades. Now it seems for me that this should be the light one and the Ares the medium one. Of course, I know there is no light, medium, heavy, as I told you, but this should be the sequence in my opinion. One big thing has changed. There is no third ability anymore. All of these three bots have only the energy shield and a built-in weapon. No longer a speed boost, no longer self-healing, just those two. Yeah, this is the one big thing of today's test server session. The other big thing is the Workshop 2.0 and the ability to change components from one to the other. To exchange, in other words, the components from one bot or one weapon to another. This is the next big thing that will come up to the live server. I hope so. What this means I'm gonna show you later. And last but not least, there is still this Ember redesign. I now know what the redesign is about. It's just this little flame at the nozzle of the weapon. That's it. This is the redesign. So one of my mates told me, and yeah, I don't know if this redesign is really necessary or not. Okay, let's come to the bots first. First of all, to the Hades. This bot now has 110,800 health points. This was 138,616 before. So this bot lost nearly 30,000 health points. It's a lot weaker now. It can still walk at a speed of 51 kilometers per hour, and its ability Absorption now stays only for 6 seconds. This was 8 before. And the weapons, this is the only thing that changed or the only thing that was increased. It now fires 3 charges, this built-in weapon, with a damage of 10,500 damage points per charge. Before, this weapon fired 10 charges with 2,100 damage points per charge. This was in sum 21,000. Now we have in sum 31,500. So the built-in weapon got stronger, but only with 3 charges. The range of this weapon is 500 meters, and it can be buffed, or it will be buffed by the damage absorbed by the energy shield. No longer up to 20%, but to 100%. So this weapon can, in sum, if fully charged, do damage of 63,000 damage points within the 3 charges. This is enormous. But as I told you, there's no longer a self-repair after these two abilities. No third ability anymore. The cooldown has been increased from 10 to 12 seconds, so yeah, a little bit more time in between these abilities. Okay, next bot is the Ares. Also he lost his third ability, no longer a speed boost after the energy shield and the built-in weapon. But let me give you the stats first. This bot now has 87,200 health points. This was 102,973 before. So also this bot lost nearly 15k of health points, but it can still walk at a speed of 59 kilometers per hour. Its ability Absorption now stays for 8 seconds. This was 5 before. And the built-in weapon now fires 40 charges, no longer 39. which I didn't understand, I have to admit, why 4 weapons should fire 39 charges. Okay. The damage per charge has been decreased massively from 875 to 100, so now in sum this bot can make 4000 damage with its built-in weapon, or weapons, 4 of them. The range is also 500 meters and the damage buff is still up to 100%. This is exactly the same like last time. Yep, no longer a speed boost. Cooldown is 18 seconds, this was 12 before, so this bot is the one that has been nerfed the most. Then we have the Nemesis, the new bot. On level 8 this bot has 40,000 health points and can walk at a speed of 44 kilometers per hour. Its ability absorption stays for 4 seconds, and this bot has 2 built-in 2 lumbars. Why now? Because the range of these rockets is 500 meters and it has they have a splash of 20 meters. So these rockets should be Tolumbers, and those 20 missiles can do 1500 damage points per missile, so in sum 30,000, but these can also be buffed by absorption up to 100%, so in total 60,000 damage points per salvo. The absorption ability stays for 4 seconds, 2 seconds the shield absorbs the damage, and another 2 seconds those weapons come up and fire. This counts for all of those last 2 seconds. The shield stays, yes, but the weapon comes up and fires. Cooldown of this ability of the Nemesis is 12 seconds, so nearly the same or exactly the same as the Hades. Yeah, these are the 3 bots of the Pantheon Pack. Now let's switch over to the workshop. Here is the workshop. As you can see, I built some components before, but let's do this again. You can see here 6 slots, and you can build those components and you can speed up those the construction, so you'll get the components faster. This is exactly the same like we have on the Live 7 now, but in a little different look. So let's do this once again in order to get some components. And the last time. So now I should have enough components to show you the component change. There you have this button on the lower right corner called Umwandeln in German. It's change in, or exchange in English. Then you can see on the left hand side the components you want to change. There is a field for them. I want to change those Fury components I just constructed. And on the right hand side you have the components, or you can choose the components you want to have. In this case I want to have bulwark components. As you can see, I've exchanged some before. And with this cursor up here you can change the amount of components, and as you can see from the numbers, you will get 100 components of bulwark for 125 components of Fury. This is 1.25 to 1. I'm not sure about the fact if this is if this will come to the live server this way. In my opinion, the conversion rate will get worse, not 1.25 to 1, more likely than 5 to 1, 10 to 1. I'm pretty sure about that, but on the test server, only the mechanics are shown. So okay, so this time you get 1.25 to 1, and let's build some components so that I get my bulwark. and you have to pay a little fee. This time 100,000 silver. This is also not too much. I think also this will be increased when it comes to the live server, but it's okay for today just to show you how it works. So let's switch those components. And now, oh sorry, I forgot something. This also takes some time, in this case 23 minutes, so you can also speed up this by pressing the button, and here we go. I can get a bulwark. Yeah, this is how the exchange function of the Workshop 2.0, at least in its mechanics, will work. Okay. This is it. This was the theoretical part of this week's test server, so let's go to the fight and see how the changed bots and the new one can do on the battlefield. Here we go. It's a domination on the moon. So let's take the RS first, the fastest of them, in order to grab some beacons. As you can see, some of my teammates didn't understand that they are, or do not understand that they are on the test server and they have to test the new stuff. Nope, only old stuff. And this guy is in my way. Let's take this beacon and then go directly to the center. Oh, I don't know what damage I just took, but I had to activate my ability. Now you see those built-in weapons firing 40 charges, and yeah, no longer speed boost afterwards. Let's go to the center beacon. Activate this, the built-in shield, the ability, take damage, buff your weapons, they come up, do damage, and I think now I'm done, yeah. Okay, but this guy at least understood how those weapons work, or how those bots work. The more damage the energy shield has to take, the stronger the weapons will get, so he didn't fire while my shield was up, so clever one. So now let's take the bots with the range. My Toulouse, the built-in Toulouse, and yeah. Same again, my Toulouse, the built-in Toulouse. And the bot is gone. Bring up the shield, save my enemies, my teammates, and another bot is gone. Maybe I can give this little guy over there some damage. No. Not by shooting through the ceiling. Sometimes this works. I think I'm gonna ditch this spot because I want to show the hardest. Also, and it seems that this battle is or will be over soon. So yeah. Okay, here we have the hardest. Bring out the energy shield. Now the shoulder weapon comes up. 3 massive shots and the bot is gone. Nice one. This bot, in my opinion, is now the most balanced one. It does proper damage. can also be brought down when the pilot isn't careful enough. So really good balance this bot. The RS in my opinion is a little too weak now. Can't take enough damage to be a good brawler. As you've seen, something hit me, I don't know what, and I lost 80% of my health points. The Nemesis looks a little bit rough, but okay, it's only design study, so okay, and here we go. This is a victory for us. This was the fight. You have seen all three bots. You've heard my opinion. I think the hardest is the most balanced one. The hardest is okay, although I do not understand why they have built in Columbus and not Exodus or Orkans. Another medium range weapon built in a bot, as well as the weapons of the Hades and the Ares. Also those have 500 meter range. I don't know why. There are no longer close range weapons, only 500, 600 meter mid range weapons, and also the built-in weapons of the spots are 500 meters. I don't know why this is the direction Pixonic choose. Okay, you have seen the workshop 2.0. If it would come to the live server this way, or the way it was here on the test server, this would be pretty cool, but I'm not sure about that. I think the conversion rate won't be the same like today, so yeah, we have to see. Yeah, and that's it. This was this week's test server session. I hope you liked what you've seen. I hope I keep you informed. If you like my channel, please subscribe, or if you like my video, my work, give me a thumbs up, leave some comments. I always appreciate that. And that's it. This was this week's test server session, so there's nothing more to say than happy hunting and bye bye.